Welcome to Evolution in Controls. I'm your host, Tim Wilson. Thank you for joining us. We're in Detroit, Michigan at the Automate 2025 show, and we're at the Balluff booth. I am joined by two gentlemen from product management, Nathaniel Scroggins and Tom Knauer. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the question that I've been asking all of the exhibitors today, and you can answer it together or separately, and you can disagree too if you want. But how is automation driving the design of the solutions and products that you guys are offering to your customers?
Well, we both got a little bit of a different answer, but I'm going to let Nathaniel start.
Wait, you're not going to jump in first?
No.
All right, Nathaniel, it's on you.
Yeah, I think we're seeing in front of a great example of that. For us, our Condition Monitoring Toolkit can showcase that. It's a recent design for us.
Condition monitoring.
Yeah, so condition monitoring is kind of the concept of looking at parameters within assets in your facility or parts of a machine to find something that might be indicative.
Temperature, pressure,
vibration, flow.
Flow,
current,
yeah.
I mean,
okay.
you name it. Something
electrical property, current, flow.
I think a lot of it comes down to determining like what might actually be the part that might fail on something, or what might be the failure mode, and then you kind of walk back, like what do I need to actually monitor?
How many different inputs are you handling? I mean,
dozens. Often it just depends on kind of the network architecture typically, but
all right.
I think a device like the CMTK that I mentioned, we can get up to like 44.
And this is the device here?
Yeah, that's the device. So it's essentially like an edge gateway with a free visualization software on it.
Okay.
I like to kind of say it's like a step into SCADA for people. So the visualization you can see here is taking some machine parameters, pressure, flow, vibration, and temperature of this motor.
Or speed.
Speed.
Yeah. Okay.
We take a speed input.
And you're just presenting it on here.
Yeah, so this allows people a quick start into that, like I said, step into SCADA. So we can start to look at parameters and start to set some alarms and thresholds that might tell us when that asset might start failing. If
the customer has a different way of visualizing it, do they need to use this, or this is just a piece of it?
Yeah. Great question. I think when we're talking about automating in mind, I always think flexibility and scalability, and the CMTK is a huge demonstration of that. We want to make sure that if you don't need this visualization tool, we give you pathways to other parts of your architecture, your systems architecture. So whether it be a SCADA system, an MES system, the cloud, a data lake, we enable that by using open protocols like MQTT, OPC UA, REST APIs. You name it. We want to make sure you can get the data where you need it.
You're just information handling. You're taking information off of a machine or a process and managing the flow of that and then the presentation of that.
Yeah, in a way. And a lot of that too comes within the power of the IO-Link sensors. We can handle a ton of parameters or a ton of measurements that it's doing, do some calculations at the sensor level, and then make sure that you're receiving that data in the way that you need it.
Processing it at the edge, at the sensor.
Yeah.
Tom, where is this headed? I mean, is it done? Where do you see this heading into the future?
So this is kind of the world of sensors and networking and so on, and it's been exploding with the needs of more automation, more flexible automation in facilities due to worker shortages and all the challenges that are being faced out there by today's manufacturers. Companies like ours are having to expand the offering of sensors that gather that basic level of data, what's going on in the machine dramatically, and enhance the capabilities. So we now have sensors that used to be just on-off, just detecting something, that are getting smart features that can tell you about their own internal status and gathering all that data and then providing it up. And at that next level, the different gateways and different devices that help you send that on to controls is also expanding dramatically to meet the needs.
So you're saying that automation, essentially you're saying automation can't happen without the information that you guys are collecting, processing, and moving through.
Yeah, this is kind of the basic heartbeat, right?
Yeah, I'd say automation in the state of where the industry is going. It's all data driven, and you've got to be able to make decisions with a huge set of information.
Automation is not about a mechanical linkage anymore.
No.
It's about the information flow.
You know, and it's about having the information on the machine and on the device, but also beyond that in your facility, in your process, to be able to do the optimization, the flexible manufacturing, overall equipment effectiveness that's really driving the industry nowadays.
Yeah.
Guys, that's fascinating. Listen, I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk with me, but you've got something else that you want to show me on the booth here that's not condition monitoring, right?
Sure. Let's go see
Let's
it.
go take a look.
Yeah.
Tom, thanks
All
very
right,
much.
thank you.
All right, Nathaniel, you brought me to another spot in your booth here, but you've got somebody else with you now. Who we have?
Yeah. This is my good friend Shashir Ege, also in product management.
Shashir, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you.
What are we looking at? We've got lights, we got blocks, we got wires.
So as you can see, this is a dazzling demo with all the lights here. This is our automation sensors demo, primarily showing all different types of sensors can be combined with IO-Link technology.
IO-Link, okay.
Yes, so we have IO-Link masters and IO-Link hubs along this portion, collecting different types of sensor data, sensor information, including smart information for your devices.
Oh, so we just finished talking about smart condition monitoring.
Yes.
This is the sensor side of it.
Yes, that is correct. So condition monitoring sensor is one of the sensors of our sensor family.
Okay.
This is our new offering, which is primarily focused on smart sensor integration. It also has ability to send this data to the higher level systems like PLCs or edge gateways.
So multiple protocols for networking.
Absolutely. So it can talk Ethernet IP, Profinet, Profisef, all those protocols. Plus, it comes with this engineering tool, which allows you to map out your entire architecture in a GIF.
The machine or process architecture.
Yes, and you can configure all these sensors and devices here instead of configuring at your PLC as well.
You know, I see something on here that goes unnoticed, I would imagine, but there's a lot of wires and cables here. Is that part of the system? Do you guys sell those? Is that important to you?
Absolutely. I'll let...
I'm the cable guy. So good
So
thing to point out.
So you brought me over here to show me cables. Is that what it is?
Absolutely, yeah. You didn't
Okay.
know it, but here
Yep.
they are. Yeah, I mean, lots of flashing lights here, but the cables do go unnoticed, I think, and that's one thing that we think about too. We want to make sure that when we supply you a solution, we can give you every point of that. People don't always think, they see the network block, they see the sensor, they don't think about how I get those two together. So we've got those things too, and we try to make...
So you've got the hubs and you have the IO-Link modules and you have the cables.
Absolutely, yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
that you see here.
Do you keep these in large quantities and available?
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important things is making sure that not only they are available and we have a good wide portfolio to meet a lot of needs, but also meeting a good price point.
Now, I don't know if you know it, but Evolution Motion Solutions, they are starting a program where they're stocking the cables and the IO-Link modules.
Awesome, I didn't know that.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Well, Sashir, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you,
Nathaniel,
Tim.
thank you for taking some
Yeah.
extra time out from what you're doing today. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sashir, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you for joining us. To learn more about Evolution Motion Solutions, visit us at evolutionmotion.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Evolution in Controls on whatever platform you use for podcasts or on YouTube for a video version so you can be notified when we release new episodes. Thank you again for joining us here at Automate 2025. Remember, keep moving.